Welcome back to Tran Wins Tactics Ogre. Let's head on over to our first checkpoint before we head into the quest for today. The Balmamusa Dead. In recent memory, Balmamusa has been the site of a tragic massacre. Now it bears witness to a tragedy of a different kind. Legions of walking dead now stalk the town, having appeared out of nowhere. It is not known where they originated. We can but hope they will be stopped before too much damage is done. Now that we've read that message, there is an unmarked battle in Balmamusa. Let's go ahead and head on over. Perform an action to exercise an undead enemy and perform an action to revive an incapacitated ally. I will say that this is the third take. Now, winning is easy, but I'm trying to make a good footage. And using an elixir, which is 100% revive, meaning you heal with, you stand up with 100% health, 100% mana, that does not count for the terms of victory. So I'm guessing that the game makers never expect you to use your most valuable healing item on an NPC. It makes sense, but since I'm playing a no in-cap run, elixirs are as worthwhile to me as blessing stones and hollowed stones. So anyways, here's a treasure. Here's another treasure, and here's another treasure. Let's get on with it.
Who could have done this? Sleep, souls, embrace the waiting everworld. No, this does not go well. I cannot deliver them all to rest.
You there? Are you all right?
You've saved me.
Flee while you can.
May the protection of the Father be with you.
No! Blast! If we'd only arrived sooner. She still lives. Quick, aid her!
I don't know how clerics never seem to pick up on the fact to use the exorcise spell that you must learn, buy, and equip, that you cannot use it on a moving undead target. You must defeat all of the enemies before she expires, or you must revive her and she escapes in order to continue this quest line. Go and take control of the clerics because they don't do a really good job moving forward. In fact, I have found better results putting them on Fierce Attacker or Stalwart Defender so they keep with your group. However, none of your characters will, as AI mode, typically go out of their way to revive this character. Denam is floating because of his cloud shoes. I don't really know what all the ramifications are. I've heard that you can attack one tile higher than normal with a weapon, that you can fly over lava since you're not waiting anymore. If you do not revive for the guest in time, you do not get to proceed on with this quest chain, but it does not constitute a mission failure. Still, if you're going to do this mission at all, you might as well save her. However, I will point out that if you do not save her, you will get an early Damascus Mace and Sorcerer's Robe. I do not yet currently have access to those items. The enemies do drop things such as Angel Feathers, which can be used to upgrade some of your weapons. You can use a Charm of Remission to bring them back to life, which I have found once during a run in Farampa Wildwood, but I didn't keep that save. I know people have said that you don't need to exorcise an enemy in order to get his loot at the end of a map. but my experience playing the game suggests differently. So maybe I'm just mistaken, but I still think you have to exorcise them. You can't just end the map with stilled enemies to get their loot. Most of the enemies here will be lightning, so we're going to deploy a lot of earth characters. What I've done is I went ahead and deployed all of them and then compared their damage values, so I'm bringing to you the heaviest hitters out of my earth units. Because of our diverse army, we are able to field many earth characters. Double attack is a nice, no MP cost way to do 500 damage. You have to be directly adjacent? Yes. And what we'll do is... I was trying to decide if I wanted him on the to get the critical item, and decide between using the plume or the exercising item. Didn't make up my mind on any of that.
revived. Thank you, good sir. I would aid you in return.
You need to mend yourself first. That'll be best done elsewhere. Go, quickly.
May the protection of the Father be with you.
Look at that. Best guest ever. We're done here. I'm sure the AI can mop up without my help. Nice thing about fighting undead is that you can just cast heal on your characters and hurt the enemy by collateral damage. Let knowledge open your eyes. Book drop.
Unusual for zombies to attack en masse like this. Perhaps the woman we saved knows something. We can ask her while we tend to her wounds.
Pretty sure zombies almost always attack en masse, but alright.
I came here with my companions. to treat and heal those caught up in this war. The attack came without warning. The zombies, they moved like a troop of living men. It was an organized attack.
You believe this was not a chance event, but a willful act? Someone sent those zombies on the town.
I fear so. But who would put the dead to such...
Steady.
I fear that the respite from death you have given me is but temporary. The zombies move to attack Almorica. Please, you must protect the people there. Give the dead their deserved rest.
I promise we'll do all we can.
Thank you. I go to my Maker in peace.
No Damascus mace for us. With that complete, we do have a new Warren report. It won't say new because I already clicked on it, but here it is. Oelias Melando, a Galgastani Sibyl. She was attacked by undead after traveling to Balmamusa to care for those suffering from the ravages of war. She was rescued by the resistance, but later succumbed to the wounds she incurred in the battle. The next area you're supposed to go is Qadriga Fortress. I know she mentions Almorica, but as far as the quest line goes, this is, I think, the next step. Exercise an undead enemy and restore an ally's MP. Most of the enemies here are dark, but about 40% are earth, so we're going to be packing a lot of air characters. The treasures are here, and one behind these crates here.
Our enemy approaches. Now we will take what they took from us.
Their leader is as much of a corpse as they. The dead leading the dead? Something foul is afoot.
We're going to send Denam to the right, and he will take care of 5 of the enemy on his own. Actually, that's a little bit of an exaggeration. While he will hold them off, he will not actually be killing them. His role is to hold off the enemy so that everybody else can go after the boss. Now, it doesn't display that from here, but I felt like this did apply to things like my bow before. It should apply to my shuriken, because really there's no point to throwing shuriken, except spending more RT. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Just like how in the previous mass we had our people following our archer, this time we're going to be following the warrior around. while collecting these does not affect your heal. So for example, if we take a look, healing her will be 250, but damaging him with the heal spell is 214. While it doesn't affect the positivity of your heal, it does increase the potency of your damage for your heal spell. So it's still 250, but instead of 214, it's now 321. I was hoping he could reach that other one and then work his way upward, but it's too far. So we'll go and exercise this one. I don't really want to charm him because his Rampart aura still affects me. But I might be able to charm this one. The only issue is charming individuals next to each other is sometimes they will hit each other, resulting in one of them losing charm, or both of them, if there's a counter involved. So Berserker will move next. She can run here and hit them all, including that charmed guy. Must be. See, yeah, it's his Rampart aura that's keeping me from doing that. Now she can easily do a lot of damage to him since he's been breached. I intentionally equipped False Strike. This is probably the first time I've ever put on False Strike for my ninja. It's probably rarer than even equipping Sanctuary for your clerics. How much damage would he do? 327. Not bad. Almost enough to kill him. Okay, so let's see. This is an archer, I believe. She did not get the Berserk proc, huh? Sanguine Assault. 50% more damage. Yeah, I think Heart Crusher would be better because he couldn't retaliate against that. 3, so if I were standing here, left and 2, yeah, she wouldn't be able to reach him by touching that tile. Now, Divold will generally always get a finishing strike as he approaches you because he'll have the mana for it. You generally expect that as a reaction from almost any boss you encounter. That's so much damage, but you know what? Let's just go ahead. Fortunately, the critical knocked him out of the possible range of that. Yeah, I can't do anything except throw. I can throw this at him. That's fine. Even if he hit my cleric, which he can't because of Sanctuary, I would still be able to survive as long as my cleric was at full health. He took hardly any damage. Ah. Fortunately, he's kind of in the middle of everybody, because I do have a ranged Cudgel Strike. Well, that being said, how much damage would that do to me? He can survive that, as long as it's not a crit, which doesn't seem to be. So this will end the map.
To die. Again. To be killed. Again. Hatred dark within me. A curse become. Ruin to the Wallisters in Almorica.
Looks like she was telling the truth about the dead meaning ill for Almorica. We must return at once.
That Terror Knight was identified as Sir Divold. I don't think he has occurred before this, but here we go. Divold Rain, a knight who once fought for the kingdom of Kalgistan. He was killed in battle with resistance, but later resurrected by the necromancer Nybeth. He led a band of undead abominations in an assault on Almorica Castle, but was defeated by Denam. Our next objective is in Golyat. That's the final part of this 3-stage questline, but we will get an interrupted cutscene in Almorica Castle, which we'll go ahead and play now.
So, Sir Lancelot has not yet returned. Let us hope he is all right.
You should get some rest. Your wounds have yet to fully mend.
I'm fine. I think I've staved off death another day.
So, Warren, there was something I wanted to ask you.
This has the sound of something serious.
Why did you come to our isles? The real reason.
Why do you want to know?
If your ends are the same as Lodis, I would ask you to return to Zenobia.
Oh.
I have no wish to fight you. If you've another purpose here, perhaps I can help.
I already told you. We were banished.
The truth, Warren.
Very well. The truth, then. We are here on an errand for our king. But I assure you, we have no designs on Valeria. Our true purpose is quite different.
We will return as swift as possible, Majesty.
This banishment was a necessary evil.
Fool a friend to fool a foe, or so they say. We deserve no less. The safekeeping of the blade was our sworn duty. On the honor of the Holy Knights, we will return Brynhilda to its rightful place.
Whatever Lodis's reason for taking the blade, it belongs here. See it done, Lancelot.
Your Majesty.
Brynhilda? All this intrigue over a sword?
No ordinary sword. It is said that he who wields Brynhilda wields a conduit to the wisdom of the gods and to their wrath. I cannot vouch for the legend, but regardless, the sword is an ancient Zenobian heirloom. We must retrieve it at any cost.
And it was the Dark Knights who stole it.
Quite right. We were convinced they had taken the sword to Lodis, yet all the while it was in Valeria. Did they bring it here as mere subterfuge, or for some deeper purpose? We must find out.
I mislike the sound of that cough. You had better rest now. Think no more on the sword. We will find it, and when we do, it will be safe.
I've no doubt of that, Denam. Thank you.
That cutscene unlocks a new talk. The Legend of the Ogre Battle. In times long past, mankind was engaged in a bitter battle with the forces of evil for supremacy over the land. Men drew strength from their gods, while the forces of evil suckled at the power of the abyss. In the end, the people could do nothing against the overwhelming might of evil, and were pushed to the brink of destruction. It was at this time a group of 3 knights and 12 sages descended from the heavens, and sealed the Chaos Gate that linked our world with the abyss. The tide was turned, and man emerged victorious. Thus man came to rule and build the civilizations that stand today. The battle won, the 3 knights returned to the heavens, while the 12 sages remained to spread knowledge among the people. However, a burden yet weighed on their hearts. When the forces of evil fled, they foretold another ogre battle would occur. One of the knights bestowed a sword upon man that would grant the power to call the gods once more. The sword's name was Brynhilda. It is said he who wields the blade can speak with the gods and travel to the heavens and the abyss. The sword became an object of worship and was hidden away until a second ogre battle saw need of its powers. It does serve as a minor plot point in the March of the Black Queen. Minor as in it's kind of a key item for a bonus or optional ending, but is not a main part of the game mechanics. Next and last, we head to Golyat. Exercise an undead enemy. This should be familiar. Win with an archer. And perform an action to revive an incapacitated ally. The archer in question, we're going to bring Aracel since she's the only lightning archer we have. Let's take a look at the enemy map. Treasures are as follows. And there is one here inside the water pit in the corner. There's one here next to this wall. There's one here under the bush and under the grass, which you have to burn away. There's one here under this grass that you have to burn away. And there's one here in this dirt pile. We need to save her. Well, I mean, the mission can still be completed if you don't save her, but you don't get the rewards that are associated with it. This is the enemy leader, but it doesn't really matter if we fight him or not immediately, and you will see. One of the things I would try to do is I would try to spare these two for the dialogue, because if you defeat them before reviving her, before reviving this downed guest, you miss the dialogue. So we're going to try to revive her before taking out those necromancers, which may mean that we are under some withering fire until then.
How many times must I say this? My goal is nothing short of a perfect restoration of soul and flesh. Achieve this, and the people of Valeria, nay, of the world entire, will be free from the fetters of mortality.
But if we restore the soul, the body withers. Revive the body, and the soul is lost. Both lead only to an imperfect death, never to what you desire. You know this, and yet you continue your foul inquiries. You're taking lives for your playthings.
No more impassioned an argument could I make for the vitality of my research than what you've just said. The knowledge is out there. All we need do is find it.
If it is knowledge you seek, why unleash your creations on innocents? Even if they are Wallister, this is massacre!
You mistake the manner for the mind. My animates do not blindly follow my will. Their souls want this bloodshed.
Souls? Naught but hatred resides in those shells of flesh. Only the vestiges of the terror they felt at their own deaths remain to drive them. Surely you know this.
You call them vestiges. But these remnants of the former self are the foundation upon which complete soul recovery can be achieved.
Hector. Sister. Mother. How could you do this to them? Don't you love them? Don't you love anything?
I do love them, which is why I keep them close. Look, Moldova and Hector remain partners for eternity. Their love will persist until their bodies decay and dust returns to dust, ash to ash.
You are mad. Wholly mad!
I fear words will never be enough to convince you. As arbiter of life and death, I hereby bind you to this place.
My legs! I'm stuck! No!
Love never dies.
Sister! Moldova, please!
Necromancer Nybeth, I feared you were behind this. Who else would send the dead against Almorica?
Ah, if it isn't my old acquaintance. Denam, was it? I see you still fail to grasp the significance of my research. A pity. Denizens of the Abyss! From ink of blackest night I summon you! Darkness to me! I'm afraid you mistake me. I did not direct anyone, living or dead, to attack Almorica Castle. They wished it for themselves. Particularly that one.
Vice!
You said you'd help. Abandon. You abandoned me.
No, that was not the way of it.
I call shenanigans. I want to check a couple of things there. I know I'm supposed to be enthralled by the gravity of the situation here, but I gotta check something. Okay, he does, out of his 4 spells equipped, none of them are a binding spell. And she has a staff equipped, not a sword or dagger. I know, semantics, but here's the thing. Out of so many times I would have wished, for example, maybe this ninja to carry a bow, right? Just as a tertiary weapon, and then use swords up close. He can never do anything like that. Or what about the fact that my guys are all carrying a Grimoire Exorcisme? You don't have room for a 5th potion? I don't know. Whatever. Apparently, I did not get Eagle Eye. Okay. I stripped Aracel down a gear so she could move quickly. This does mean that we are going to get hit quite a bit by the spells as we wait for another Eagle Eye. Now, I'm going to actually spare the Necromancer chicks for a moment, making it harder on myself, but I'm doing this because I want more dialogue. If I kill them now, you get a little cutscene, but no dialogue whatsoever. It's just a blank cutscene of them dropping to the floor. Revive this chick first, and then when you take down these Necromancers, you get dialogue. As long as they don't have Pincer, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, he's got Pincer, so we shouldn't stand there. Keep the Beast Tamer here. Then the Rune Fencer's here. I think that's fine. Ah, it's meaning to hit that. alright. I was gonna have him give her the magic essence, Aerosol. It's fine. There we go. This will help out. That was your turn? Oh, good job. Good job. I know that you certainly would have done that for me, yeah. You could have magic leafed. Excellent. She might still end up blocking me, but we'll wait here. Anything else I should do? I guess we'll just do it that way. He's got 112 RT. I'm not quite sure what my base RT is. I'm sure I can calculate it, but I don't want you sitting here while I do that. Are they both the same RT cost? Nope, the Wart Dart is cheaper, so we'll hit with this one, because he's got Nullify on, so it won't do anything. Turn that off. Jump up here to provide support, because she's going to get walloped by her father.
Why would the Resistance come to my aid?
We couldn't leave you to that fate, whoever you may be. Now, go while there's still time.
I can't leave. I have to see this finished.
Every time the slumber shot. I'm assuming it was going to wear off pretty soon. So much damage. It should probably provide her some more support. $265, and this would be $274. Okay, we'll do this one then. I know she's already charmed, but I'm trying to refresh it. It didn't work, it just knocked her out of it. That's fine. I feel fairly confident she was going to break out very soon. I don't really know how that works, like if it's a progression bar or time-based or what. Nice! Which Hawkman is that? Okay, then it's him, then it's her.
What place is this? Hector, where are you?
Moldova, may you finally find peace.
Eat it, Vice.
Pain. My head. Help me. Denam.
Vice! No!
Come on, he left the green card. That's like the best drop he could have had, Denam. Don't be greedy. I like that we formed an entire defensive barricade around her, in addition to a petrified enemy statue to do it. He's next. Do you have any healing? You do have a Mending Salve +1. He's probably gonna blast her. She's Dark Reverse. She's not gonna survive a hit without being healed, so it's a bit overheal, but this is what we gotta do. Where did advice leave me? Mind card. She get up. Oh, she's gonna move very soon. Alright, let's try backing away from him. She's gonna move very soon. Let's try backing away. Okay, alright.
Cressida, beloved daughter, you must live.
Why did this have to be? Why? Mother! I'm so sorry.
As with before, there is different dialogue if you defeat her mother and her sister at the same time. I'll include a clip of that at the end. Yeah, she should be able to take 2 hits. That's all that's left that's around to attack her. So we'll go run after Nybeth for a second.
Well, now this will not do. No, not at all. I've far more important matters to which I must attend. Enough of these petty squabbles. I'm sure we'll meet again.
You'd leave your dead behind, Nybeth!
Dropping him down to 0 also doesn't do anything. Now, the reason why I'm not doing a major heal right now is it doesn't actually hurt him. You see, it actually is healing him. So it would hurt this white. I don't think it's worth losing all the extra heal that Romanios really needs at this point. Okay, we've got the situation under control at this point. I've got one more to lob at her from a beast tamer. Let me show you how it's done.
What? Where am I? My work was complete.
Hector. Oh dear Hector. So noble a man should not be reduced to this.
Why are you sad, Cressida? Do not grieve for me. Go, Cressida. Live for me and Moldova.
These are my undead now. Now, the ones that don't count as undead, they don't have stilled, so they also don't need exorcism. This guy, he's undead, he's a zombie. However, this guy, he's an enemy, but not an undead. Even if their names are something that sound like it might be undead. I guess I can blink him. She is not charmed. He is charmed, so I don't want to necessarily hit him. But if it comes down to it, of course I will. I thought I charmed him. Oh, the poison. Poison, that's right. That's not helpful. That's twice the game's done that to me. I guess we'll plink this guy and take his armor off. $37, 78. Yeah, if I could just hit him. What's your speed, dude? 3. I should be able to outpace you. It's not charmed, so I could easily hit him, but let's do this cross instead. Which that would be 320, 280, 250. I do know I have to exorcise them, obviously, but it's not really necessary if you manage to take them all down. I didn't do that earlier because I was just too busy healing up. But at this point, I might as well just finish off the standing enemies. Does that hurt him? It says 0%, so I guess it wouldn't do anything. I know to wake him back up, but it's fine. We're about to finish up here.
Vice, what else could I have done?
I will never forgive you, Nybeth. I will revenge my friends upon you.
Cressida was your name. The necromancer Nybeth is no stranger to you, is he?
No, he is no stranger. He is my father, and I am his disciple.
You practice necromancy?
You mean to say that I defile the bodies and souls of the departed? Until today, I might have said no. What I do is for the benefit of my people. Thus I truly believed. I was wrong. Where I thought we ushered in happiness, I find only horror and despair. My father insists it's because his research is incomplete. But how can any good come from such evil? He merely inflicts pain on those who deserve peace.
Can there be no rest for those he has raised?
Even should they kill every man who ever wronged them, those who return with hatred in place of their soul will never know peace. There is no past for them, no future. They live forever in the moment of their own death. I may not believe in the dream of divine salvation, but this is a nightmare. I am guilty for tying them to this twisted mockery of a life. I have no words to express my remorse.
If you wish to attempt to recruit her, you have to choose not to judge her. But this will depend on your reputation with Bakram.
You do not deserve to be judged here, in this place. Necromancy is a dark art, but you know this now. Instead, I would judge Nybeth, who shows none of your repentance. If you would stop him, perhaps you can help us.
You murdered my mother and sister. But no, I will put that aside until my father... until Nybeth is slain. I will help you. It is he who defiled their memories, and he who should pay. I will aid you and entrust my knowledge to you, for the sake of those who were given an unlife they did not want.
Thank you, Cressida. Let us put bad blood aside to stop good blood from being shed.
Receive 3 Necroprintus marks. Cressida wants to join the party. There's nothing new in talk. Let's take a look at people. Under Vice. Following his death, he was reanimated by the necromancer Nybeth, then was defeated by Denam, finally putting his tormented soul to rest. His whereabouts since the downfall of the Kingdom of Galgazan were not known until he was discovered continuing his nefarious experiments at Golyat. He fled after facing defeat at the hands of Denam. At the fall of the Kingdom of Galgazan, she fled to Golyat. Denam saved her from death at the hands of her father. Despising Nybeth for defiling the corpses of her mother and sister, she gave up the necromantic arts. She resolved to fight alongside Denam to defeat Nybeth and avenge her kid. Her father Nybeth later resurrected her, but failed to restore her memory, and she attacked her sister Cressida. Her soul was finally set to rest after resistance forces defeated her once more. The necromancer Nybeth later resurrected him and Moldova as living corpses, but they were defeated by Denam once more, setting their souls free at last. Cassandra battled Denam to avenge her daughter Moldova's killing but was slain. Nybeth later raised her as a zombie, but she fell in battle with the Order of Tran once more and was finally put to rest.
What place is this? Hector? Where are you? Cressida, beloved daughter, you must live.
Mother! Sister! How horrible! How horrible!
That concludes the Balmamusa Dead sub-plot line. We'll be heading back to Fight Out Castle and continuing on with the game story. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Tactics Zone Reborn. I'll see you next time.